Now, Mind Freak. Still hovering here nearby, getting swung on. Device striking from behind. Or no, from the front rather, is able to find one, but he and Mind Freak both going to be flushed out as Martin and Viva get a kill apiece. Spike now is going to be ushered across towards A, just cutting that through Snowman across now the spawn. And quick pivot, quick read here from Paper Rex to look at the match.
Yeah, they're essentially going to turn into the attackers, aren't they?
YOU though, here in Tube, this might be unexpected, and it is. Finds the headshot, only one shot going to be suffered there, so down to 70 HP, but that leaves now 2v4 for Paper X to try to keep up with the pistol win rate that they had set coming into this event. But it's all looking good. Paranoia will connect here from Jing, looking to try to get the kill. Martin does get taken down, but Jing now needing to go absolutely nuclear in the rest of the round. 1v4 overall as a turret does get tapped. As Jiggle Peek out. Managing to find one more. Viva going to be taken down. Jing suspicious that he might get collapsed upon here from above. Sets up for a smoke. Looks to try to get the spike held up to half, but in the end, Raga will arrive.
Plant now as well.
Now on the corner. They deny it. Raga, though, able to come away with two. That last shot, absolutely gorgeous as Forsaken gets taken down.
What do you look to do now? You've still got 5 members for XLG. They can't re-get those weapons on the floor, but it's just by sheer numbers. But they wait a little bit. Toxic Screen to come back online. See no over eagerness from Paper X themselves to try and claw back here.
Yeah, willing to play this out as patiently as possible. Spike now being committed to no further way to really delay this one, and Mind Freak's just going to be taken down. The spray through the wall, just catching him. And now with something in Devi, going to be scratching their heads a bit. Devi already looking like he might rotate out. Comes back across over towards Snowman. But unless something comes up with a kill, yeah, trying to
go. Spotting out Viva as well at the moment, but you overlook YOU. That's rough.
That it is. Decent little shot in reply, though. Taking able to find that. Once the weapon's here around the corner, swings and has the headshot. And oh my god, the third one is an absolute belter as Forsaken's gotten 4. Insane value from Jason Susanto. What in the hell is that?
That's a round. That's what it is for Paper X.
Forsaken nearby behind screens, but trying to keep his eyes tied towards mid, but YOU. Long-range headshot coming through, something going to be taken down. As now Armageddon gets rolled out from Coconut. Forsaken going to be able to chase in off the back of this. Holding back here for the moment, if the salvos will force him off the angle for a little bit of time, but he is online after that 4K. Wall falling, Devi is good for one. Hunter's Fury now out though, and Forsaken able to find Coconut and Jing. Kills off Viva and YOU, and he will even find the final headshot there. You're at 410. For a target, but a noise is made. That flash does not pop nearly as deeply as they thought it was going to. Viva taken down as Devi, finding 2. Forsaken looking for a little bit more. Cuts back. 6 bullets remaining in the mag, and on the reswing, we'll be able to find YOU. Martin now needing to try to fight his way out.
Here that there's a change of plate for Paper X. Devi's actually even still holding on to the turret.
I was going to say, he hasn't even placed it. He's fully anticipating. This was a great read from the side of PRX. Does trade back a little bit of damage there versus Raga.
Yeah,
He loses all of his armor, though.
With the info that Mind Freak finds as well, falling on back, calling for the team to completely rotate. You've still got that position of Raga up the kitchens, and that's where the turret will reveal.
Does now get cleared out. Raga's still going to be good for the fight. Finds Devi. Something. Just look at the carve of the pieces. He'd gotten the collat hit, I believe, onto Coconut to put him. Jing. Ooh. Walking down, and okay, Martin is able to go ahead and find that. Little chunk of damage, but overall still relatively healthy.
Could see Lockdown's invested here as well.
Something trying to go for the push, but the shot not going to connect, and Mind Freak ends up falling. Good kill from Raga. Hearing the wraparound Forsaken, turns his sights and finds Martin there in kitchen with the Hunter's Fury. Bit of a shotgun blast ultimate there, but still, this round getting away from Paper Rex, and because of the ultimate use, this lockdown is for free. Something still chases forward, though, is going to be detained here around backside and needs some protection from Forsaken, who is not going to be able to keep him alive.
Let's see if he's got a 1v3 for him, though.
Obviously, we'll have heard that tailwind. Knows that Raga is going to be behind Alarm Bot, giving away the reveal. And It just feels like this should be a nigh impossible position to try to clear your way out from. To be able to isolate these 3 duels would be so damn impressive. And positioning, rewrapping here, back yellow, looking for the shot, but cannot quite make it happen. Shorty going to be drawn out though. And Raga chasing forward, ends up getting taken down. Jing at the same time able to find Coconut. He's up over the top. There's the reveal. Ping on to 2, and Jing is there to absolutely destroy them. YOU now arriving. Cuts his way across through orange, but already it's just fallen to pieces.
They're not aware of this though.
About to find out. How patiently can he play it? Does Mind Freak ever look left? I don't think he will. There's the strike. Jing, no. Similarly, ends up getting taken down. Now suddenly YOU gets us into a workable spot. Still has to recover the spike.
You're looking at the positions of Paper X2, and they're splitting up right now.
Should be pretty easy to try to isolate here. I mean, Divide does have a lockdown, but a 2v1 commitment on the ultimate would certainly feel bad, even with a round victory.
Yeah, drone as well, just going out from Forsaken. Divide, though, closest to the site.
Silently up and over the top. YOU's position now scouted. Divide, there's the ping reveal. There's the headshot. Orb close left angle. Tries to go for a flick, but yeah, just isn't quite ready for it. So it's an easy collect for YOU. SLG looking good to be able to find around 5. Swing on the corner though, Forsaken around the back of yellow. Taking down Raga. Trade out here on the Jets, but the time is ticking away. Getting further and further out of Paper Rex's hands. It's Forsaken on the push forward. Eventually he's able to find Viva. Takes him down, but now the Nano's going to be popped. More time delay is going to be coming through here for the side of XLG. As now the Armageddon gets laid in over the top. The Tain is there on to Martin, but Spike will erupt to interrupt this. So Spike is going to be in play very quickly. And are you looking for a transfer there off the Ghost? Does manage to find a bit of damage as something gets taken down to 70 HP, but Paper Rex very quickly get that Spike in play.
Yeah, very long flank to come through from XLG here. Time is ticking.
Mind Freak watching here along the back, knows that there's going to be at least a flank, but pulls off of the angle for now. Gets tucked into the cubby, but that potentially leaves the rest of the players here at risk as Martin is able to find something seemingly through the wall. Swing out now, Raga striking, gets the headshot, tap onto Forsaken as well. Raga spotted as well, so goes ahead and repositions with this Outlaw. Looks to do some damage, and that's going to be Forsaken dead off the rip.
Divide on 5 HP as well through the tag.
Just there around the corner. It's also at 10 HP. They're just getting absolutely torn asunder. Onto something. Managed to stay alive, and YOU eats an immense amount of damage. That big reveal comes out. Something able to find 1. Viva going to take it down. Forsaken with 2. And just like that, some nanos here. YOU is able to maintain his position. Martin at the same time displacing the flank. Mind Freak unable to get into position to really try to play that one out. The flash connecting is absolutely gorgeous here from Viva. With another one there is Divine trying to get something done here, but right now XLG in a strong position to make this be a flawless round, and Divine getting taken down. That is a round done and dusted, so Jing's just going to have to try to TP out and hold on to his weapon at the end of the day.
Tap.
This is still going to be a little bit of a risk here. Divine swinging around the corner. You'll find one as YOU gets taken down. Raga good for one with the blades before falling, as Coconut and Martin now needing to try to fight their way back into this round. A 1v2 here for the Viper of XLG. Forced away here for the moment, the spike. Now going to be recovered. Wide plant out on this corner here. Very back of the plantable space. Something on the Jiggle Peak, able to spot him out here. The back of Kitchen.
Yeah, eventually a smoke will come back online for Jing as well. Can actually play for the one-way.
Quiet on the approach, only a bite to work with, but now Martin, yep, noted. Double swing, something able to go ahead and find it. 9-9.
And a flash to start to scale up towards the pallet.
Something just stopping his way through here. Coconut able to find one though, ignores the jet, now peeks back in, and something cannot get it done. Divine going to be noted here from below, and Martin able to find him. As all the while, Forsaken was busy trying to utilize this Hunter's Fury, but to no avail. Nothing found, and XLG, barring an ace clutch here from Forsaken, they're going to get themselves to double digits and regain the lead.
And not a single point of damage delivered to XLG in this round as well.
Flashed up, dips back into them. Eats 2 pulses. Swing on the corner though, and that headshot is absolutely instantaneous. Coconut No idea what in the hell had taken him down. Another flash connecting here on something, and this time will not be as fortunate on the back end. Ends up falling as Viva collects 2 kills. Forsaken playing backside, able to find one. Jing, it screens, comes up with another 2 eliminations for himself. And suddenly, Martin, last one standing. Paper Rex, 1 kill away from pulling off the Thrifty. Martin for the clutch, but is not going to get the opportunity to go for the transfer. Every time has there been an elimination, but he is hitting them. A shot right there as well, so they go 1 for 1. Raga going to take it down though, and now Martin, once again, just noting this lurk. TP into the defender spawn for Jing is suspected, but something. It's a little bit of a distraction, finding Martin, but YOU, similarly, still has his eyes trained over and is able to flush out the Omen in the end.
This is where you get a little bit of suspicion as well for what's happening over towards the B site. Early Killjoy utility popped. Not going to be spotting out YOU with the drone, you would assume, unless it goes all the way back to the snowman, which it actually will.
Yeah. Well, lets them know. Lockdown is available and something can't hold the flank. Forsaken now. All alone versus 3. Finds the first. Low on ammo though. So look to reposition. Doesn't want to go for the reload, doesn't want to make any noise.
It's not planning for him here.
Not at all. But from 1 spots out Viva, the Viva looking to try to continue to slow this. Just disrespecting the smoke. Forsaken storms through, and Raga ends up getting taken down. Up and over the top goes something, and have they done it again is the question. Viva still able to find once. Forsaken will get dropped. Player spotted around the back, but now Viva bleeding out on the floor. YOU is dead, and that leaves Martin needing to try to clutch versus 3. Weapons recovered. A wide swing attempt with the Stinger at range.
Potentially use his.
He can't try to flush him out. Forsaken on the repeat, able to finish the job that something had started. Raga going to be taken down. So now both teams at Jetless, a 4v4 retake. Coconut just hits one right through the smoke. Unlucky there from Jing, to say the least. Lockdown buys further time. Paper X still in with the advantage.
Hunter's Fury as well if needed for Forsaken.
Timing play. Snakebite goes out. Devi eliminated, but the bite finds YOU. Is it a case of tearing them asunder? Hunter's Fury now invested. And Forsaken able to just go ahead and bring this round to an end. Still though.
Over there, meanwhile Paper X very, very quickly over towards B.
And Raga collecting 2. Something comes to find 1, but Viva with the Stinger. So the Mind Freak is holding even, gets a ton of damage onto something. 12 HP remaining. And now it's just him and Devi. And a 2v3 with a pin on the opposite side of the map.
Yep, so it is kind of the same thing in the Viper deployment like last time we saw this wall, but it's a different change of play for them actually in the B main itself. You'd think that Devi has to try and do the heavy lifting in this sort of position as well. Something, 12 HP, finding the gaps around the maps with the Blade Storm.
Has to hope that, that he can hit a nasty flick, but Coconut does deny that completely. As Devi 1v3, otherwise OT. Pushes, finds the first, is able to isolate, tries a reset, doesn't manage to make it happen. 6 HP remaining here on the Killjoy. 7 bullets in the mag. The pit dropped. Martin in the corner. 28 seconds, Devi could go for the pivot.
He still should know he's here. The only exit point, essentially.
He's going to drop and die.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, a decent little run of it here for the side of Devi, but no, this guy's here for the moment. Double face out, double death. Blind Freak and Jing both going to be taken down and just landing right in front of Martin. I mean, he is making up for the botch earlier. As much as humanly possible, and you can see Forsaken does take quite a bit of damage. As Devi similarly could have been taken down, delayed on that bite, eventually does fall.
3 versus 3, lots of damage to the Paper X lads.
Forsaken and Jing. 70 health between the 2 of them here. Mind Freak, the only one fully healthy, and still is going to be fragging. Comes away with 2 kills here.
He's had a bit of a rough one so far in this map, but I guess when they need him the most.
All reliable.
Now YOU on the flank.
It seems like this has been read somewhat. With the recon, I mean, it goes in deep. He's ahead of it. Mind Freak still sights set on the angle. Double up, attempted the high-low here. There's a swing on the corner. Spike now confirmed. A reposition from Forsaken. Jing is able to get the transfer, and he even flicks up. Still going to be popped. Sights turn back here towards Tube. There's the walkout, and there is the flank noted and handled. Forsaken able to trade one, but Martin at the same time finding Jing. It's Forsaken now. They try to push forward through the kitchen. Two-player crunch attempt here is out into the window. They go. They hit the floor, and somehow Coconut is able to go ahead and realign that. Does eat a decent amount of damage. Going to be down to 27 here as the spike planted by something and Devi. 2v3 to try to bring this map to its conclusion. Otherwise, XLG going to be resetting us once more and taking us deeper into OT. Double face around the corner. They pick their targets. They're able to find them both. Coconut, Raga, both going to be dead as Martin now called up to play on the roster here at the tournament. Sends out the snake bite, eats some damage, and they're just double facing. 15-13, something will get the final shots through at Paper Rex.
Oh, expecting this B creep.
Yep, they like to do this round over round. It's going to be a trade, 1-for-1 as Forsaken gets it down. Something with a headshot, able to find Martin there through the box. Damage suffered, though, as Jing tagged it to 37. Going to have to be clean with the Sheriff if he wants to come away with some eliminations from here. So they're in a decent position. Paint Shell will go ahead and hold down the door. Something pushing up into the smoke and gets up meeting here against Raga. Gets the better of him.
It might be the time for a bit of a disconnect for XLG, but similarly, Paper X, they are going to go challenge this one.
Flashing way out, Raga trying to get that transfer. Jing does manage to find one. Some competitive in the map. As Mind Freak is just rushing at them here with Jing in tow. Trying to get a catch, trying to get a timing. Gets the headshot, but can't quite confirm the kill. He's on the reswing. Opts to go ahead and back away. YOU at 12 HP. Potential for this to quickly become a 2v2, but Salvo's online here for Viva. To make it a bit more of a pain in the neck here for Paper X to try to get their way back over onto the site.
Yeah, and it's planted backside as well, which makes it a little bit more difficult now for them to even get in.
Sat here at drop, no other util to work with. After the defuse, gets the salvos out. Mind Freak able to find one. YOU finished off. Viva, sights turned, finds Jing. Mind Freak now. Last one standing, asked to clutch it out, and he will make it happen. Welcome back.
On the side as well.
Paranoia. They're trying to clear that close side. Devi, however, up into the smoke is in behind two before getting taken down. Trades are going to be looking good as Forsaken taps the door, rushes in, finds Martin, but now Coconut gets himself into a 1v1. Mind Freak on the opposite side, looking to once again be the hero to get Paper X over the line here. A bonus conversion be a massive cause for concern already, though. This much damage dealt is still very good for PRX. There's the spot out, and there is the kill. Mind Freak becoming through, or what the exact timing was, because he gets fully blinded up. Forsaken, previously tagged, now eliminated. Raga able to find things here at A site. Spike, however, still in hand and shifting towards B.
Yeah, the Sheer is still at the front of this site, but Jing's movement, well, he manages to find one.
Movement is clean, is what it is.
Yeah.
As clean as the headshot. Paranoia in, the sheer wall still here, but Jing unable to hold the door for longer. YOU does pick him apart. Ball now popped, push out here from Divide, looking for a bit of a timing. Does manage to find one. Spike dropped for a brief little moment. And something now, all alone, looking to try to clutch this.
Yeah, where do they expect him to be coming from at the moment? No utility. Probably not going to be using the drift you'd expect.
A little bit of an oversend on that front. Raga is going to be good for it. Scouted at all. I don't think he's been able to give his teammates the word on this one, so he just goes bounding forward. Is able to find one before getting traded back out as Martin collects the kill. Raga at the same time dead, exiting. Mind Freak holding Rumble. Knows exactly where the enemy Omen is, but can't quite get away. I think he thought it was out of range of that Paranoia. Ends up getting blinded at the end of it all there. Oh.
Should have been spotted. No.
Done. Yeah, the drone doesn't check him. Mind Freak's still going to be good for one there. He should have absolutely been dead to rights. Turn of the flash, and Jing just a little bit too fast on it. Brings back in. Eats the full thing. Nightfall now going to be used. Decay out onto these players could make them some very easy targets, and it shall. 2 kills. Now a cleanup here from Forsaken, with Martin still on the lurk and something holding the door. Paper Rex are absolutely sprinting away with the map. Okay, offset on the crosshair. Martin does manage to find one. Forsaken previously tagged up, but he is good for the angle. Again, slow approach as Boombot goes forward, does explode. And Jing ends up being the casualty. Not too much damage suffered there from Coconut. As Forsaken just going for some timings here. Looking for the blind spray, but Mind Freak now going to be noted. Stealth Drone able to find him, and Forsaken cannot hit the transfer, so it's going to be Raga dead. Oh my god, Viva's just strafing in and just instantly one-tap something.
Ridiculous, and now Devi.
He's about to get timinged.
Yep.
Dies.
And
XLG
finally,
trying to breach this position is going to prove to be quite difficult. This Forsaken will fall. Audio still going to be lost. That Boombot splashes onto 3 players. Jing playing off the back of it does manage to find YOU. Still though, very difficult spot to try to retake. Viva at risk here from the side. Something collecting the kill. The time starting to dwindle. Coconut and Martin trying to close this one out, but the spike has not been taken up to half. The pit is going to be enough to overwhelm them. As Martin with a shorty will go ahead and cut down something. So 1 player surviving, Jing just sprinting away. 6 health. Double face, tucked back in behind the mount here for Jing. Refaces out. More damage to be found, but kills eluding as Raga does manage to find the headshot.
Time to be bought, but nevertheless, Forsaken's just going to get peppered through the smoke. Little by little, Paper X crumbling in this round. For XLG to set themselves up with the 8-4 half.
Very well poised for it. And even if they're suspicious about anybody else being on the site, which of course Devi is, this Rolling Thunder can make it a very easy take here for XLG.
Just going to re-drone in.
That is going to be a point-blank hit. Devi has to bound away back through Waterfall. Jing trying to work forward, or Mind Freak rather trying to work forward. I'm used to seeing him on open now. He does manage to get towards the back of sight, but cannot stay alive, and now he is all alone. It would be a 1v5.
Red by Devi.
Walking behind. Something there to back him up, finds the kill onto YOU. And just given the previous damage suffered, Martin says, well, I can't really try to wrap through this position any longer. Meanwhile, quiet little send across towards this C site as door gets opened. Something finds the shot, finds another one here. Headshot even onto Coconut was not necessary, and he will find Raga to boot. 4K from something. No, does barely manage to bounce his way back forward into the site. Finding Martin at the same time, turns the sights up above, and that's going to be Raga taken down.
They are at the right spot, though, to try and get some cheeky damage.
Yeah, the stack is well aligned. Raga able to find 2 before getting apart. Devi does find it. There doesn't find himself dead as Sheriff shots start hitting. XLG very good to go ahead and convert this Thrifty as Mind Freak now down to 6 HP. Can't quite line him up, so look at that. Bucky still in hand. Jing trying to go bouncing forward here onto the B side, ends up getting cut down as Viva finding a nice shot. Coconut similarly. Part Forsaken, that leaves the spike now stranded within the B site. Multiple eyes on this here from the side of XLG. Paper X trying to just botch their opportunity to get this up to match point.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't just set up for the Nightfall and go in together as a team.
Yeah. Might just be an aggro play to try to get this work here for Jing. Swing out, and he wins the fight as Raga gets taken down. Martin similarly cleared by Mind Freak. Something looking for the peak and finds YOU trying to go on a bit of an exploration mission. Falls to the wayside. Something getting slowed up there. Good shots from Viva. Keeps him locked in position. Is able to put the operator down on the floor, but this round is still very much out of hand. That being said, Coconut fights back. Mind Freak dead. And Jing is playing here up over the top of the box. Finds Viva. This feels like it's a bit off kilter. That's a good start though. Mind Freak stunned up, picked apart. Coconut able to find that one. Jing lingering here within the smoke, but Raga just a little bit faster, and Forsaken dead as he pushes through the one-way. Seems, I guess, XLG still a bit more fight in him. I'm not even sure if the gate crash would be fast enough to try to escape. Either way, just trying to draw the attention here. Playing off the clone, but yep, there you go. Showstopper. Drawn out. That's going to be a double stack. Jing. Explosive way to try to bring this map to its conclusion. 3K technically on for the ace, and he is going to find the 4th. Raga dead. Martin noted, still alive. And Jing in pole position will be able to find it. Closes it out in style. Jing bringing this one to a swift end. 13-8 here on Lotus. Paper X